At the beginning of the episode, we are dropped in Ghorman. Ghorman is this planet where the spiders are. And I very quickly had this feeling of, are we in space France?
The other way?
It's the connection.
The other way?
You might as well be in the outer rim.
I'm seeing you clearly.
How nice.
This is all it took.
So
All it took was
Okay.
a slow zoom in and looking at partially eaten pastries and pigeons. Those two things together,
Okay.
I had the feeling. I had the feeling this is space France.
yeah, so for me, I got the feeling not necessarily of France because I'm not that familiar with the difference between European cultures, but I definitely got like a Euro feeling, especially because it's
What gave you
little itty bitty. drinks, where
Yeah,
it's
the
like
tiny little cappuccino, espresso, little tiny little shot, little tiny hyper concentrated caffeine. Yeah, that's very French, Italian, Spain. We like that a lot.
Yeah.
So I had this French feeling. And then later on in the episode, when we actually see the Gormans and hear the Gormans, I had this feeling like that sounds real French. That real like the back of the throat sounds like it ducks like this. I had that feeling. I don't speak French, so I don't know if it was French. Can we look up the Gorman language if it was French inspired?
Ghorman language. Here we go. And I think let's go to the
Yeah,
red
the
page.
Reddit. Yeah, perfect.
Here we go. Is the language they speak on Ghorman based on a real language, or is it just a real but not so well known language altogether? Thanks. Okay, let's find out. It's a made up language based on French phonetics, according to
called it.
Brack666.
Rack 66. Very nice. Thank you. So cool that just from seeing pigeons and pastries, I already had this feeling of like, this is a French-based planet. And then later on when we hear the language, it sounds French, kinda. I can't tell if it is, but I guess people are saying solid. But can we look at that? Go back to that Reddit post
Yep.
and look at the guy's solid baguette. The OP sounds French, but not really. His name's Solid Baguette. That's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely got some like French vibes, but I was like
right.
listening for French words and I never got one. I just heard like the French sounds. It's kind of cool.
But it also feels right for like the resistance. You get these like partisans, which is the Gorman
totally.
people. Super cool.
Totally.
Super cool scene and setting. Quick setup. All I needed was some pigeons, some pastries. I guess can we look at the video?
Yep.
What really would have sealed the deal here is if it was like there were cigarette butts and crime. That would be just Paris right there.
Just oh my gosh. Okay.